Welcome back, everyone, to, well, more gold mining. Plans have changed again today. I'll be doing the estimate D tomorrow. So, in the meantime, I got a bunch of yard work done and figured, it's time for a break. I think I'll come and try to mine some more gold again. I think we're actually going to pretty much get done that freaking edge cut. There isn't that much left. Just a little bit. Oh, it was literally a little bit left in that. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do like 6 truckloads out of here. No idea how much fuel is left in. Oh, there's actually quite a bit of fuel. We're good. I can do another cleanup before that ever has an issue. We have to move the track. Oh, it's sliding down off the hill again. Oh, damn. Fell off the blocks again. We really don't have that much really dirt left to do. I mean, we probably have about 3, maybe 4 cleanups, but grand scheme of things, that ain't much. It'd be really nice if the freaking gold prices would, I don't know, somewhat reflect what we need to do. I'll fall out of the truck cab there. Oops. That's what I want. That's what I want, what I really, really want. First scoop. The first scoop is always the most important scoop. I don't think it's going to take us very long to clean up the rest of this claim. I think in this episode, if we stream for another 2 to 3 hours, I think for the most part, I think we're pretty much going to be at that point where we're going to be done. In a lot of ways, I don't want it to be done, but in a lot of ways, I do really want my own ground. So, one way or another, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it, everyone. We're going to do it. Well, here's the first full truckload of the new stream. We have actually done, I would say, actually fairly well. And I say that because we've actually gotten somewhere. Oh, if we could just stay in the top 100. I mean, we're not currently in the top 100. When I left this morning, we were sitting at about 101. We're at 105 now. So there's been a few people come on, and Planewalker's at 31. Well, I can guarantee I can blast past all of that in one cleanup. It's a so tight knit race right there that, yeah. Biggest problem is when I'm scoping out new ground when we buy a plot. That's going to be the real trick, because I'll be still making gold nuggets and stuff, I think. But realistically, I don't think we're not making any extra points in the matter to, increase our lead or anything. So we kind of have to get it while we can, as quick as we can, because, yeah, it's all part of the plotting and planning. I think there was still 50 ounces in that one, so it's probably all in my bucket at this point. Yeah, we are mining something fierce. And the biggest thing is, I need to check this. I need to check this. What I actually need to do is that. That's what I need to do. There we go. Right. Diggy, diggy. Diggy, diggy hole. Why does it sometimes just absolutely launch me doggy style across the frickin' front end? Seems a bit weird. Alright, this is truck number 2. We're actually filling it up so fast that it just finished dumping as we just came back and dumped this. So she's a pretty steady stream going through there. I probably want to be up on the hill a little more. Alright, so we got 2 trucks moved. You're dirt hard ground. Oh no! Whatever will I do? And boom. Oh, thought maybe that might fill it up, but nope, not quite. All right, I'm gonna have to move my traco again though. Like I said, this thing moves an incredible pile of dirt quickly. I really should actually take a look too and see if the gold prices have come up. I'll take 1190 for a price, but 1184 is just too low. Because that's an extra $6,000 difference. All right, calm down there, little sunshine. She had the mad hops. She had the mad hops. All right, let's take a look. Stock price, 1187. I mean, that's better. I think we're gonna hold out for a little more yet. Yeah, see, it was down quite a bit. We do have one more full pail of magnetite already. Well, not quite full pail, 90%. If we get 90% pails, that's gonna push me about. Fuck. It's gonna push me to fuck. Yes. Running back to the plant. Running back to the plant. We have duplex jigs going down, which makes me think. Did I buy those ones? That one's broken. Yeah, everything else is up and running, but think I caught it in time. 9%, 10%, busted, and 5%. So I think what we want to do is we want to buy 4 new ones. I didn't look again. Is there a money sign next to it? There's not. I bought those. So I kind of want to buy new ones. There's no point putting a lot of money in them. So I think we just buy standard. Because you're enforced is quite a bit, so I think we're just going to buy 4 ones like that. There's no point putting any more money into something that we don't, if we're planning on selling at some point soon, there's no point blowing our load and doing it. I think so what I'm going to do is, it's going to take me a minute to do this, but I'm going to pop one out, throw it away, pick up the new one, and do it like this. And we're just going to systematically change these. Because if I change one, we know the next one is going to go down and have the same issue. I mean, we knew that we were going to have to start putting money in for repairs. We knew that. We had it too good for too long without any issues. So the 2 seconds it takes to actually do this. This is the only broken one, but this is the telltale sign that something's going to fail. Now, if it was the conveyors entirely, then I would actually, if I own the conveyor, then I'd put the reinforced on. But then again, the Orange Beast doesn't have that. Actually, a whole lot less moving parts, I think. Even the broken one. I got $629 back. That's not bad. Alright, parts have been repaired. Let's see how far we go. Yeah, I think we had just enough time to get back there, get it fixed before we had any major loss. So that's good. I had a little bit of loss in fuel, but I wasn't going to waste my time on anything. It was just get out there, get it going quick, get it fixed. I saw the future. It was yellow. I saw it again. Alright, looks like I gotta have to move backwards a bit again. It's alright. Gives me a chance to cut the rest of that edge out there. Yeah, 97% is not bad. So the first 3 cleanups were really good. The last one was a little bit less. 160. I don't know what this one equates to, but maybe it'll be back up to around that 200 mark again. That'd be great. Not sure if that's a part and parcel to the duplex jigs wearing down too. Well, this will get us around 70. Another one will be about 90, so we'll probably have 3 more trucks to do. I think, as much as I'd like to, I think the best course of action is just to, while I was working outside, I was thinking about it a little bit closer. I think it's probably better to buy the 100 or $1.8 million one and then just mine it out, because it'll be quicker and easier to make that 2 million, especially if I'm not blowing away a bunch of cash. All right, that pocket is pretty much done. %70 on that. Yep, that one's pretty much done. There might be an extra 40 ounces left in it if I'm lucky. But since I started doing the next pocket, there's probably even a whole lot less. Yep, definitely need one more truck, because we'll be at like 96%. Which is fine. It doesn't take me very long to actually dig and mine out a spot, so if this was from before with the other excavator and didn't have the big guy, it would be different. But the big boy, he definitely mines a big portion. Okay, let's take a look at the gold map here. 2150. So we really did knock that one down quite a bit. And the only one that probably has the 50 is right there. I don't think there's 50 in there now after one big bucket like that off the corner. I think that probably did a bunch. Those ones been swapped. Oh, still says 50. Means I took no dirt out of it. Alright, I know what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Digging hard ground. And the moss mats. And a conveyor belt's destroyed. Just everything is... This is the breakdown time, is I think what this episode should have been called. We're now breaking down. So is that still 50 in that corner? somehow oh, you can just double click. Somehow now there's 58 ounces. There was 52, but now there's 58. Alright, now we're backing up with a feverish. Where's this broken conveyor? There it is. I suspect there's going to be even more. There we go. I think the water's still running. It, for whatever's lost its sound. I can't hear no more. I still actually need somebody to come work for me too. Irony, I know. Can I just put it in there, please? Just a little bit. Alright, coming up. Knew I forgot a spot. Alright, I wonder how much this is gonna actually give me. I don't know, could you actually just stay there? Okay, it was 600 and something last time. That's not telling me a whole lot of good news. Really not giving me much good news. Very hopeful at that point. This is supposed to be rocking good ground and just ain't getting it. No, 129, that's rather crap actually. We're down to like 130 ounces out of a zone that's like looking like this. I mean, granted, these two basically only dig down 2 meters and call it good, because that's... Maybe I'm just digging too deep. Maybe that's it, I'm just digging too deep. 131 on that one. It's a little better, but the gold just isn't frickin' there. We're definitely not going to get 100 and or 1,000 ounces of magnetite off of that load. But rolling. You stupid pail. Well, I guess we get what we get. Kind of depressing that we didn't get more, but I'm not even sure if we'll get. Oh, we should get 30%. Yeah, 800. 800's a bit, well, shit. We're lucky if we're going to crack 120 off this one. Oops. Pay attention would be a good thing. Oh, we got more than 100 ounces, but it ain't great. It is definitely not great. Man, I would really like some decent cash here in a short period of time, but we're just absolutely not getting it. Let's get rid of one bottle I keep smacking my knee into. Tipped it just far away. That just lightly bangs into it, but doesn't do much. 135, better than 120 that I thought I was going to get. But that still doesn't push us up to the top 100. We're still 100 ounces short. Yeah. I mean, we're back up to 102nd, but yeah. That's not great. That's not what I wanted. Okay, so which ones can be replaced? That one. This one's not even a broken one yet. Oh, it is a broken. Well, so which way you look at it, it doesn't look broken here, but I think. Oh, it looks pretty broken in there. See, it's still showing it. We'll run the conveyor around. Okay, there's where we have the 3%. So that's 2. These ones I might actually put bigger, more expensive ones in, depending. If they're 10 grand a piece, maybe not, but I like efficiency working. Well, we'll run the conveyor again. I wonder if I should just pick up like 4 to 6 of them. And what is the price of gold? Almost there. Almost where we want it. All right. Back. Equipment store. Parts. They are actually not that expensive. As I spend 20 grand. Oh, was there any workers? No. So these are the reinforced buckets, so that should really improve things. It's going to take us an extra little minute or two to fix these up, but it's exactly the same thing as the other ones. You might as well just spend the cash, get it fixed, because if you don't, you're just spending and wasting more time to not do the maintenance. Excuse me. Okay, so that one's down there. Let's see another one here until there. And it's in better shape, but okay, it's marginally better shape. It's not great shape. I'd have to replace it pretty soon anyways, so. And we had one that was like less than 1%. It was pretty fucked up. Okay, so that one's down there. This wasn't too bad. It was only like 2 grand, a little over 2 grand or 3 grand a piece, so. I got 180 bucks back. These are the reinforced ones, so they should last a little bit longer, in theory. Okay, so we got a new one there. Okay. We are good to go. I did switch the water over, right? Nope. There we go. Water's on, everything's running. Looks good. Let's chew through the ground some more. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock and we're just starting to roll again. I think we might actually be able to do another cleanup before the end of the night. That would be pretty cool. Like, are we actually getting gold? Yes. Is it what I expected out of this spot? No. But we'll get her done. Okay, that was quite the sweep in. I think I did actually pretty good about that one. I think. Yep, 100%. Get onto this high pad of really good gold and we'll see then where we end up. Again, we're actually not doing too bad. We'll check the gold totals again right after we load up this truck. Let's see if we're actually getting close or not. I think we are. I think we are actually. If it, like I said, if it's 1190, then I think we can effectively do it. Alright, time to go backwards again. Because we're basically, for the most part, I'm just skimming it at this point, so. That damn wolf. No one's seen or heard of him since, but he's always out there howling. Always howling. Okay, 34%. Well, where you are? Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Run. Run. Bank. Stock. 1190. We're gonna sell all. There we go. I feel so much better now. We are literally at 1.2 million. I didn't actually think that I'd see it that quick. Okay, I'm not digging near as deep on this one, so we'll have to take a look to see what it actually looks like here. Okay, that one is done. This one is at 95 already, and this is at 80. Yeah, I think we're doing just fine with it. I think all we need to do is skim. We got the bulk of it out of there right now, so the skimming tactic is working. It's still a heck of a little dome there. %. I didn't have any left anyway, so okie dokie. Alright, gonna have to back up again. Okay, literally I'm gonna have to back up. Okay. Skim that down pretty good. %. There we go. Another truck full. Man, we ever emptying this spot out quick. This edge cut is going to be done soon. And at this point in time, we're only sitting at about maybe 350 to 400 ounces. That is our take this time. That ain't much. We know that 540 ounces produced 600,000. I almost said 1.2, but no. All right. There we go. Truckload is good. We're on to the next piece. This is the last truckload out here. Okay, I just need to scoop like that. Miner's moss has been swapped. Okay, that's still bright yellow. But it's probably just because of that right there. Alright, let's take a quick gander. Yeah, there's not that much left there. We've already taken a little bit out of that one, a bit out of that one. I'm going to mark the last of these. So what's the chunk that's left behind me? This is it. This is the last piece of this entire area is this chunk here. It's not going to last very long. All of a sudden, in like 5 or 6 cleanups, we'll be completely done this area. And we had 2,100 ounces before we ended up over here. So between the first cut and payday cut is when we had our monstrous payout so far. But as you can quite tell, with the 3,000, we've got 900 ounces out of the edge cut so far. We only need another 500 ounces to be the same as what the payday cut was. So I'm hoping this one actually pays out just a bit better. Alright, there we go. And then we can go like this again, our normal routine. We have quite the routine. It's going to be wild to move all this stuff. Alright, the mats were swapped out, so look extremely filthy, but I don't know if that's... I don't know if the game does that anymore. Alright, let's take a ganda. A propaganda at you. Only marking 30%. We had 31% out of it the one time when it was a super good clean out. Ooh, batteries are on sale. The bucket is full, the bucket is full, the bucket is full. You stop tipping over. Good enough. So it was 489 last time. I think it was 489. I hit the button. There we go. Where was the 4? It might have been 469. I apologize for that. It's one higher. Might have been 469 now that I think about it. Let's see what these pails do. We were averaging, the first one was like 126, and then they averaged about 130 after that, so. Alright, throw it at it, yep. 128 for the first one. About 128. So I think we're basically on par for what we had before. So we're probably still sitting around that 130 ounce mark. So only taking the top stuff off didn't really change the outcome any. Then we were 880. I think we were 886 for the Nuggeteer cleanup. Which, again, is not the greatest. I mean, it was consistent. One thing you can say is it's consistently bad. For the edge cut, that was supposed to be the deliver all the best out of the best. It's kind of, well, shit. That's all cleaned up, so let's we'll run this. We'll put another pail in here. $69, $60, $813, so even less. We're probably only 120 ounce cleanup then. wheels are rocking and rolling again. Rocky, rolly. Or drop it instead of putting it in. Yeah, sure. That works too. Hang on, let's shut that off. I think I'm going to be lucky to actually hit 800 ounces with all of this. Another 59 ounces to go. I know it looks like a lot that I'm doing right now with it all, but well, I might be able to make 800. Like, yeah, I have 800 ounces in my account. Whoop-de-doo. That doesn't mean much. Somebody wants to work for me. Somebody wants to work for me. Oh, doggy. Show that somebody wants to work for me. Oh, but I have to wait till this is done. But I want to hire him. But I have to wait. But I want to hire him. Oh, we did break 800. Sweet. Yeah, 128. It wasn't great. Pushes us up to exactly 100. And I mean, when you actually look at, here's all the 32s, which are me included, and 33. I could be at 97th place in a short period of time. Okay, I gotta hire someone. I don't care who it is. I'm hiring him. If it's the guy from Bob's Burgers, I'd still hire him, because he'd be the camp cook. Alright. Who is it? Oh, this guy looks menacing. Okay. Daryl Rawls. Yeah, but he's a sluice box. I am totally gonna hire him, because I need to assign him for that. Now we have the auto swap for the other one. This is gonna be way better. He looks menacing. This guy looks like a bit challenged. This guy looks like a clown, or he's alcoholic because he drinks too much. And this guy is plotting for the elimination of everyone. He is the guy behind the Enterprise. I did say I would hire anybody, even the guy from Bob's Burgers, but yeah, I hired the most menacing side villain of all of them. Oh, crap. What was I doing? I need more miners moss. I need 6 more of them. No, not the bank. Parts. Or is it accessories? It would be accessories. Right? Nope. Those little parts. That'd be an equipment then. Hog pan mat. Iron's moss. That is sweet. That is sweet. I don't know if I want this guy to be swapping out the mats. Isn't like the guys that swap out the mats the guys that technically bring in the gold for everyone? This guy's freaking menacing. But again, this will save so much time. It is totally worth hiring the most menacing person out there. I had 2 of these left, so push them off to the side. We're good, man. We're good. Right. I might have hired the most secondary menacing guy out there, but he's now another guy that's going to swap out the mats. Now I just need somebody with the other sluice run. Oh, I need to I need to grab the pickup truck. Because I need to go fill up stuff. And I know it's the end of the night too. Oh, that was totally worth it. Totally worth it. I found my henchman is really, I think, what it is. I found my henchman. Alright, so off we go. Off we go. There we go. Let's fill up everything. Pull it, drop it on the ground. Yep, always do. Butterfingers and all. Okay. They'll just drop that there. No problem. I'll just leave it there. Alright, that's all filled up. This one is severely empty, so let's fill him up. Three days this summer. I think they're going to take about 400 ounces, roughly. I could see him taking about 400 ounces. Have my hard-earned gold. So 2,500 in salaries. We only moved 2,100, almost 2,200 cubic yards, which is less than last time. Made 809 ounces though. Oh, cool! They only took 283, and well, 33,433. That hasn't changed. So we still have 530. That's actually pretty cool. So yeah, 530 ounces, basically free and clear. So we could do another $600,000, which is pretty close. We will still do another cleanup here. So we can push it to another $600,000. Then we would be actually pretty much in contention to basically buying ground. That's not bad. It will drain this tank, I know. But yeah, we do another big ass cleanup here. We're getting close. But I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to buy the $1.8 million property, because the $2.4 million isn't going to take near as long to get again because of everything. Unless, of course, a wash plant comes up for sale, and then it's like, Oh, my tank's empty. The big gorilla drank it all. That's alright. Despite its monster fuel tank, it actually does pretty bloody good. And yes, I am going to put this back down into the other cut. So I'll need it for the other magnetite pan. Especially if we get a really good cleanup. That's all working perfect. All we need to do is slam this. I don't have to worry about the mats ever again for the sluice runs. I got guys that can do it for me. Which is actually pretty huge. Not going to lie, that saves a ton of time and effort. I just run over, grab them, put them on, swap them out, put them on, swap them out, put them on. That's pretty cool. So how close to full did it actually come? Pretty much full. Other than maybe a sliver. That ain't bad. So we are currently, unless it's changed, but we are currently 100. We are currently 100. I think, actually thinking about it, if we could, we'd buy the ground. We either buy or rent the whatchamajigger. We'll do the surveying, and that's all free cash, and then go from there. Because right now we can effectively smelt another 540 ounces. Well, 530 ounces, and without any consequence, because that's already run provision free. That's why I say we can actually do a lot with this. And we're still doing it without a loan. Not to mention, I could afford to put up a water tower for 150,000 and go from there. Okay, it's really close to that, but I think I could actually dig that border. It's not really great ground, but that is. So I got the first bucket full of basically out of that. Right, there we go. The fourth one, it might be a bit of a more of a trick to do, but did manage to get into the vehicle. Barely, but I did. So, I guess this is going to be kind of the big old test all. So gold map, we're just digging up this one. It's only got 138 in already. So already there isn't much in it. Won't park quite as close, but without backing into a hole. Can I get off, please? Okay, it's still saying there's a pretty good portion left in that other spot. Bet that's where it's saying that there is actually still stuff in there. Right on the corner. I think the corner is the best and biggest problem child, I guess you could say, maybe. There we go. Yeah, I know the handbrake was on, but I wanted to give it power before it would roll backwards. I don't think the game realizes that. I mean, would it be nice to have a Frankenstein or two? Oh yeah, yeah, it would. I'm not doing it yet. Not until I get new ground, at least. Technically speaking, I should have about, if I'm buying a $1.8 million property, I should have about 200,000 in the clear. In theory. Okay, so what are we looking like now? So 81 for that one, 78 for that one, 137. So in theory then, it's wanting me to do something like that. Because there's still gold down there, but just not much. Okay, well, skim again. Okay, I did a couple of good skims. I mean, if it's like 30 or 40 ounces, that's not a problem. If it's like 70, 80 ounces, problem. Okay, well, I did take a bit off. Maybe that's that back corner that still has a chunk. Chunky. It's chunky. There we go. I had to do the right voice. It's not the greatest gold, so it doesn't matter if there's a little extra. 67. Yeah, we are dropping her now. That's better. So I do have to actually go down a little bit further. Still probably equate to about 120 ounces. We need at least another truckload. What I might actually do is come in behind the Traco on the other side, because I know that stuff's not bad, but right underneath the whole unit is a lot of really good stuff. Yeah, I'll park this guy up and right here. I know it's tight and there's no way that I can get the truck right now, but I'm going to shift over a bit. That way it might be better. Yeah, it's not bad. Yep, nothing like burying the bucket. Now this one had about 226 ounces in it. Not this one, but this one. And we're already at 152. So I've already taken out a massive pile, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, that did not take very much effort at all to really dig that out. I think that's what I might do, is depending on it, because looking at the gold map itself, all this stuff, like this big block, is all really good deeper down, but especially these two, all surface. So that's what I might do, is I might just skim it, put it down like 3 meters or so, should be about 15 feet. If I dig down that much, then we're actually sitting pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to skim it, and then if I need any extra cash or whatnot, then I can just work with it at that point and not have a big issue. Pretty sure it's all the other mats that are being swapped right now. Yep, still one more left. There it goes. And the other ones are 90% with the same as all that, so. Then we'll go to town. Well, first we'll take the magnetite in, and then we'll go to town. We'll smelt 540 ounces. Unless I have enough for the upgrade. And then we'll see. Rapidly going down there, but we're at 98, 99. Mats have been swapped. And the bucket is full. So right after this cleanup, we'll head down and do all the fun stuff. No, let go. these mats going right away. Get processing. I mean, we're already faster than what we were before, and I know everyone's probably going, well, hang on, this is always the step that you always took before. Yes, but I don't have to climb up, remove everything, climb back down, and do all that stuff because it's already been swapped. I don't have to do any of that because I got the most menacing person in the entire planet to do it for me. Alright, down we go. Really? Fucker rolls out of reach. I know, it's entirely my fault because I did. Hey, oh no, hey. It's entirely my fault for planting everything on a hill. Okay, I know you're done, so. And here's the best part. I can go around the corner now and go bonk, 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 bonk. Because I took 4 off and I can put 4 on. See how much quicker that is? Just come over here, grab the other 4. Other 2. Bam. Still have the pails to quickly do, but that won't take long. I may have to swap out a pail. I think I will. That's a lot more. 497 from 46. I think it was 467 before to 497. I think we're on a much better cleanup. And the best part is the nuggeteer is done. The nuggeteer cleanup is already finished. Only an ounce extra. We're down to just processing the pails. That's all we have. 135. That is better than we have been doing. There we go. All the pails are emptied. Now we're just processing. That's all we're doing. Everything else is cleaned up there and around. So yeah, we're done. We're basically just doing this now. And actually, truth be told, we can actually make this quicker. And that really does process a lot quicker. I am gonna have to put a pail underneath that. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, not done yet. Of course, it's less. It's easier to do all that than anything else. Because that was 100 and... Although, not 100. 80... 82 or 83 before, so yeah, I wouldn't have fit 817. It's actually way less. I don't know. But we will go to town right after this, so that's not so bad. Okay, I'll just drop it. I think that's probably a better option. It should be on the floor instead of in the table. More of an oopsie doopsie moment. $132. It's bang on what the other one was. So, realistically, that still wasn't bad. I'm just going to turn off the pump and everything up here while we go. Less wasting of stuff. Even though I didn't hear it running in the first place. So that got my totals up to 97th. 333,889. Too many numbers that are exactly the same as each other. Yeah, if I actually get, like, if I did get 200 ounce cleanup, that'd be 353. So that would blast all the way past those guys. Which isn't bad. Right. Down where we go. Okay, so I think this is the small pail. Yep, 2%. This is the larger pail. 10%. Yep. This is the one that's basically a full mamma jamma. 19%. It is green. I thought it was green. 10,500. You only do one upgrade. Alright, I'm just probably going to do this. Oh, what am I doing? Let's upgrade first. Oh, so the magic mark is 8. So let's do that one. And let's then sell all the rest of this because it's still over 10 grand. 12 grand actually. Then I can go endless if you want to. Both there. Fairly good ways. Time it takes is a little bit longer depending on how big the bar is, but this is a monster bar. There it is. Yeah, just a bit. back to the bank and see. Boink. Not bad. Oh, I see how it did. 320 on 190. So, really not bad. So, yeah, it's actually not bad. It's pretty close. So, there's 1.779. We are so close to buying this one up. I think that's what we'll do. We'll buy Pine Valley and we'll just mine it out, and then we'll get enough money for Nighthawk, then we'll buy it out, and then the 10 million for Waterfall, because I'm pretty sure we'll make at least 2.4 million from Pine Valley, and not to mention we will have a massive amount. So I'm not worried in the slightest, but we will go take a look at the machine shop, see if there's any other good stuff, bad stuff in between, and see where we sit. So dark out again. Alright, we'll just leave it run. They're 34,000, 74,000. Not seeing anything that's particularly on sale. Oh, 1.1. We could actually afford those, but then I'm screwed out of the ground, so kind of a no. 313. It's 858. This will be, oh, it's only 734. This will be over a million. That's 2.2. Yeah. 1.7 million. Use him anyways. Don't use him anyways. Dump truck. It's 105. That's 82. Actually, I think I'd probably still rent it for $3,200. How about you? But I think the power lines are a little sketchy. Oh no, they're looking at power lines again. Shush, I won't notice. Yeah, we'll rent it and we'll return it. That's going to be the way cheaper option, I think, anyways. All right, so I think we've actually progressed pretty good. I think for the most part, if we sort of did it again, I can actually stack these. And we'll pop them back out because they're all, there we go. I think we're probably pretty freaking good to just jam going again and $5:50 in the, well, basically 6 o'clock in the morning, and we've gone to town, we've blown our load. We can do magic amounts of gold now, which is still way quicker and easier. We're going to quickly strip this ground and go from there. And I am also going to take a quick gander. Ooh. Pop. Waiting. Okay, I'm just going to double check something here. Bumpity 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 bump bum bum. The things in the background are for something else. Holy crap. Oh, no wonder I'm having issues. No, stream shift, yeah, okay. Not an issue. Well, kind of an issue, but not really an issue. Okay, well, I mean, it's still technically working, so I'm not going to say it isn't, so. I wonder if it's just because of the link over. There we go. Will it actually? That's the next question. If you're wondering what's going on in the background, my one stream, it logged myself out of the connection, and it will not log me back in. It's being really ridiculous. So I guess we will just sort of ignore it for now. Maybe you'll come back. Oh, yes, right, duh. Why won't thingy move? Thingy not move. Why not the thingy not move? Big North not understand why thingy don't move. I'm sure there's gold on the sidelines of that. If there's gold here, there's gold there too. But yes, we will skimmalicious all this good stuff here. We'll get a good portion of the good stuff off the top. Because, like, again, we don't need much. We need basically just enough to pay for the land and my stuff. That's basically it. So I need, like I said, I probably, without even questioning anything, 200,000 more. So we need basically $2 million. Ah, I see a problem. Problem has been averted. Yep, she is emptying out pretty quick now. by skimming though, and just like I said, just taking off the dirt that we need, we're actually doing all right. Okay, going to come back to this corner, skim it back. There we go. And by doing it this way too, we are taking way less time trying to dig down and everything else. We're just taking the top stuff. We're just working on it. It is so much better. And yes, on the Kick, we are doing a sponsorship. So if you would be so kind to click the link. If anything else, just click the link and see what it's about. That's perfectly all right by me. Every little bit helps, and every little bit it's awesome that everyone can actually help chip in and support, and everything else is kind of a big deal considering this is the first real sponsorship with the company that I'm with right now. So that's it's promising. It gives a little bit extra hope and everything else to everything. So make sure to smash that link and check it out and all that good stuff, and we'll see where we sit. I'm still trying to log in the background because this thing is just a giant pile of crap apparently. If I can do it off of here. It's mod actions, everything else. Nope. Okay, so I want to sign in. Unless it's a problem with Google. It could be Google that's having issues too. Or I broke it. There's no way that I could possibly break it. Right? Right? Possibly. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's also the first time I've actually did the link over for it, so it could be entirely my fault. There we go. That took a nice chunk off. And I'm curious because I know a few of these spots right here were like pushing 200 to almost 300 ounces. So by doing what I'm doing, that one's still at 78. That only has 105. This one's down to 237. Just tapping into that one a bit. And the one over from this one, that's only got 84 ounces left in it. So like I said, all I'm doing is skimming it. I'm not going too far with it because it's not worth it. Okay, truck's full. We'll back up a bit more again. We'll have a couple cleanouts like this. But maybe by only skimming the top surface stuff, maybe we'll have a little bit better difference of opinion. Oh, crap. Alright, that baby's wedged. Shut the plant off. So we have a D-rocker jet that's gone. Getting over to the D-rocker jet is the problem child, apparently. Okay, this is the second tier. So I'm kind of thinking we'll... I think what we're going to do is we're going to maybe put the better quality one in. And I say that because I don't know if I'm going to be upgrading it to the Glacier Lake anytime soon. So I'm not even sure if I'd buy the Glacier Lake anyways. Parts, the rocker jet, wavetable jet, reinforced mobile wash jet, D-rocker jet, 19,000. Nope. Wait, I gotta take a look at the most menacing guy ever again. Excellent, my friends. Yes, most menacing. He's actually higher than the other guy. So we have a wash jet. Or a D-rocker jet. Well, it looks like exactly the same as the bar that I just took off. The only difference is this is in better shape. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, I I think I can maybe possibly, I don't know, get the truck out of the hole. Yes, it climbs out of the hole, no problem. It's just it didn't want to back up into the other spot to help out the wash plant. We did what we had to do, that's all I can say. Am I actually getting up the hill? No, I'm going back down the hill. Stupid friggin' L's. Oh yeah, if I keep turning like that, I'll just end up in the ravine. Okay, I'm going to back up and not go as far back. That way we can strip more top stuff. Since the gold's mostly in the top stuff. Like I said, you can really fly when you're just stripping a little bit of the top stuff. That needs to be taken down just a bit. If I leave 70 ounces or so, I think I'd probably actually be more than happy or satisfied with that. Considering I'm taking 200 off, right? It's fine in the end. Alright, so D-Rocker jet's been replaced. The conveyor belts have been replaced. Duplex jigs have been replaced. I mean, there's still lots that can break, but we've actually replaced a pretty good chunk of stuff. Again, I'll back up to maybe about here. Yeah, I know. That's why I put the parking brake on, stupid. I'd laugh if we got like 300 ounce cleanup. Unlikely, but we'd find out. Yep, 64%. 83%. All right, so this block right here, basically 3 in from the bottom. It's 100%. 3 in from this way. So this guy, yeah, we might as well at this point. That one's got a bit more, but 84 ounces, which is probably just in the corner right there. Yeah, we have nothing to complain about. That's that took off about 200 ounces right out of there. So I'm good. I'm really good about that. This might get us close. Actually, it might actually get us there. If it's just 100%, it's fine. We can manage the 100% as it is. We will get another truckload anyways. Before I go dumping it though, that's when we'll swap it out. It won't take us very long to build this up. We're already at 37%. I'm not digging hard ground, you stupid thing. %. That might actually consider hard ground, but that's only because I couldn't frickin' push it any further. %. That might have been where they were saying that might be a little bit more. This is only in case I actually need 1 or 2% more out of the plant. And regardless, it just helps out. Yeah, 99%. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this up, turn it off, run like hell over here. Then I only need one more conveyor belt bucket to land in there, and then we're probably pretty good, as it saves. I did say. Alright, I'm going to quickly use facilities, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. And thanks, Rue, for the follow. I appreciate that, buddy. And I'm just going to switch back over. There we go. So, we are all good on the next cleanup. We'll see if my little magnificent plan is going to be wonderful and work out great, or if this little plan of mine is going to backfire horribly and you're going, huh? Because, I mean, that can happen too. That hose seems tighter than it used to be. Like, really magically tight. I don't know if it's delicious either. Anyways, we're going to swap out the mats and we're going to get going on the cleanup for this. I still would like a guy that could clean up the top end, but we got guys that can do the mats so far, including the most menacing guy in the planet, but he will get your little dog. And you too. Anyways, we'll get this guy going. A little poop shovel. Nuggeteer is done. Like I said, I'm really curious because all we did was we just took the top layer of where the really good gold is sitting, and it dropped it from like 260 ounces down to like 60, 70 ounces. So that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe just clean the top surface of the stuff, and maybe that might give us the better ways. I don't know. We're going to find out. Boing. Oh, see, now it's at 31%, so that might be better. Don't roll away. That's a 28%. This might actually be a better clean out just because that extra 1% on stuff. Alright, we will grab some mats, put them away. I will grab some new mats over here, since I've got guys now working on both sides of it, so we can really tag team this. We'll get the gold nuggeteer rolling in a second. We'll get the magnetite separator rolling. Maybe she might give us something extra. I don't want to put the pails in yet. I want to see what this is, because the best we did last time was 497. 817. Oh, ooh. I think we found the answer. I think we strip mine the top surfaces of this claim and then move on, and just not an issue. So right now for leaderboards, I'm sitting at 98th. I was 97th, but oh no, I wasn't 97th. All right, I missed by that much. But yeah, there's if I get like a 200 ounce cleanup, yeah, I'm blasting into here. This might actually be even more than a 2 ounce cleanup. I don't know. Well, we'll actually find out real quick here in a second. Oh, did I turn it off again? I might have turned it off again. Why did I turn this stupid thing off again? Okay, well, let's knock everything over and get my fat ass over here and see what it's doing. Da, 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 da. $229. This is more than we normally get. I still have one more pail to go here. This might be the best cleanup we've ever had. Okay, we're all clear. We're all clear. Yes, we're all clear. 228. I might as well because it's sitting at 98. Let's get this humdinger just a sloshing and see where it takes us. Another 228. Gold is slowly going up. This is not always the fastest gold content here. Another 228. Remember, 220 was the best one we've ever had, so here's the big one. That is the biggest one. Holy crap. 1425. We actually have had bigger than that. But still, this is going to be over 200 ounces. I know that. Definitely worth the effort to do what we're doing. Actually, hang on. Was there any little extra? Nope. Okay. Shake it, 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 shake. And here's the big guy. Hold on to your hats. It's gonna be a tight one. Just watch that gold come in. I actually don't have that bad of a setup. Definitely better than the last few cleanups that we had. Cleanups? That's better than the couple of cleanups that we usually have. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? 226.33. So not quite as good as what we've had before. The best one was 228, I believe. So 226. Damn close. Damn close. Yeah, we're now sitting in 95th. It blasted up here, so yeah, everyone else is poof. We get another 200 ounce cleanup though. That's 37. We're up here. I don't know if we're going to get up to the 10,000. Our goal for this season was 10,000 ounces. I don't know if we can actually get there or not. We're gonna try. Doesn't hurt to try, but yeah, no. That's all good. We can move on and we'll strip mine some more stuff here. That will just start dumping in there. By the time we get water into it, it'll be fine. Didn't add and dump that much in yet. Yep, everything's good. Shaka, 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 shaka. Well, I can tell you for a certain fact that I'm quite happy with that frickin' result. That's pretty damn cool. I'll just keep parking in the same spot. We got a bunch of stuff up front that we can take out. Alright, just doing a text. Apparently I also have a sliver in my finger. Little did I know. Okie dokie. Yes, I know. Turn on before our move. It's a weird concept, I know, but There's 71%. It really doesn't take us long to get a truckload. And parking it there just seems a lot easier. We still got to clean out those other 2 squares, so doing these 2 squares first on this side, and then we'll move over. Hey, got the sliver out of my finger. Cool. That feels so much better. I didn't even know I had one in there. Just all of a sudden my fingers were starting to get swollen and hurt, and I'm going, why did I do that? No, who knows? Alright, everything's at 18% already. Yep, the edge cut. It's coming by its name, honestly. So we're looking at it. 3,500. So that's so far we've done about 1,400 ounces out of this cut. About the same as the payday cut. That's so far. And at this point in time, I know we're running out of ground rapidly, but we're also to the point where we can actually get a new claim and start going at it. The biggest thing that I need is just a little extra buffer. That's the only thing I'm working on, is just a little bit extra of a buffer. Okay, I'm gonna walk backwards a bit more. Clean up more of this. Oh, that is fucking dangerous. That were really friggin' dangerous. There's a Frankenstein on sale. Get to the new ground quickly. Even faster. I mean, I would love Frankensteins. I think we just need to hunker down and mine like a son of a bitch, though. Because I'm not going to buy a couple of Frankensteins, move them onto the property at this point in time, get rid of this, and not be able to afford my new land. That doesn't fit what we're doing. Unless, of course, I magically get a freaking hell of a payday on this stuff. I can do a lot of mining with the little guy yet. Tons of mining on the little guy. I mean, this little truck is tiny compared to the other. I'm not going to back up quite as far now either. Considering I can, and I will, do this. I know that these plots right here are all close to 300 ounces. 75%. Okay, so now we take a look. That one's still sitting at 80. That one's at 200, 212, 227, 259, and 112. This one's at 112. That one's still about 220. Hop in. There we go again. But my plan of just skimming the top is working. We are getting a good chunk of the really good stuff out. Alright, add do text. That's still a hell of a hole. Okay, park there this time. 11%. Man, I got stuck on whatever that was. Yeah, we're really starting to dig it down now. I guess I could go a bit deeper with these two, since the ground is a tad bit richer right here. There we go. And off we go. That's at 75%, so we're sitting at probably about 94, 95. So some things will swap out, but we definitely need to push ourselves up quite a bit here. And oh, the stupid hill. Side mounted because I can't climb it with this stupid. The truck is even having problems going sideways across it. Come on, you truck. Quit being a truck. I need you to be an airplane now. Yeah, let's take the chunk out of there. That'll work. Told you some of them would start swapping. This one has a whole lot less, but I'll scoop it into that corner there. Okay, just need one more scoop. Doesn't take much to get a scoop. Ah, screw it. We'll do it like that. That'll work. So what does that equate to the gold map now? Down to 86 on that one, 77. Down to 100 in that one. Still got 200 in that one, 253, but 43 in this one. We knocked that one off, and that one, and that one. So that's not bad. We actually did quite a bit. We actually cleaned out a pretty decent selection. Now, did I turn this off? I did. Wanted to make sure. Don't need to waste a bunch of fuel. I was going to say the other ones should be swapping now. And they are. Buckets are full. Let's swap out. We did actually take quite a bit out of all that stuff, so I'm hoping by the end of the night we'll be able to afford our own ground. That's ideally where I want to be sitting, is being able to afford my own ground. I know the Frankenstein's 15% off, but I'd rather buy the ground where we can actually mine rather than just hang out. I don't want to screw myself and end up having to rent. Here's done, and it's sitting at 31%, so we're back to that really good stuff again. And I might have to change out the pail again. this back up here. Turn you off. Grab another handful of dirty miner's moss. Bam, bam. Come over here. Bam, bam. All right. Let's see what that sits like. That's going up really quick too. $80, $90, $100. $7.95. $7.95 is pretty good. Okay, sure. That's a better appropriation of what I should be doing. Is just throw it on the ground. That's clearly the best option. All right, so now turn it on again. Okay, I'll just put it on the ground. That's good spot for it. $224. It was $226 the last time, so we're still over 200 ounces. That's what we want to see, actually. We want to see at least 200. So we're still in the good gold. We'll also start this. Oh, I don't think I let it finish. Oops. Oh well. Hey, thanks for the follow. I think that was a follow. Is that a follow? It was. Thanks for that, Kitty. I think I said that right. I appreciate that. Okay. Shake it, 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 shake it. U21. I'll just dump this one in there. Yeah, that definitely was not a full one. That was me screwing that one up. Actually, why did I drop it? I'm gonna need to dump it in here. They've got some good gold coming in. Okay, this pail is pretty bloody full. And so I can drop one of these in there. I can take this one and dump it in here. Yeah, the last of it. I took the pail out too soon. That's the dummy move. All right, let's see what this bad boy produces. The first one was like 1400, 1405. Best one I've done is 1450, 1410. $14.10's still pretty bloody good. Yeah, I would have to say this is a decent cleanup again. still over 200. %, 3%. There we go. 221. Well, lately we've been averaging about 220, so that pushes us up to 94th at 37.87. That's not bad. I'm liking that. And then if we get another 200 ounce cleanup from where we're digging, that'll push us up to, especially if we get 220, we'll be at about 4,000, which is 90th. Stay Puffed is right there. We aren't doing too bad. We're in the top 100. I will say that that's acceptable. We're doing all right. And if you hear pops in the background, there's a few guys hunting in the tree line behind us, which is really kind of funny to me because there's no water out there. Whatever. Swap the water. Get the power going again. I don't know how much fuel I have left in this. How much fuel is left in these? I might actually go to the fuel tank and fill this thing up. It's not like it actually sits idle very long, but you're definitely chewing through the ground. Holy crap. Yeah, we only need another 200 ounce cleanup and all of a sudden we are stuck. We are doing pretty good. Stuck again. Really? I can't get out of the machine. Apparently that is a no-go spot. It is definitely a no-go for you too. There we go. I was gonna say, if I get stuck there too, there's definitely something going on that's a little fishy. Glug, 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 glug. Alright, I'll spend the $3,600 to make sure that everything is refilled. I've never once used these machine shops. I guess maybe I should. I don't know. My machines never have enough time to sit out and about. The other big beast, it's fine for a while. We can handle it. Okay, I'm just going to park about there because we're still digging through. Must admit though, this one is definitely finding some extra gold in places. Guess I'll take some of that up there too. I know it's the one spot that I turned off, but I know there's still gold there. It's just we're backing up now. We still have some good ground to play with. I mean, even at 500 ounces, We're almost 600 ounces. We're probably about 150 ounces right now that we have to pay, so even after that we should have more than enough to buy our own land and move off this one. Will it be expensive to move my equipment and everything? Yes. But I'm hoping I get about 100 ounces of free gold from the test sampler. Oh, that truck's full. Why am I filling it up more? Okay, so we have about 13%. Now we have a bunch more. Stupid hole. I have to go around this way because I can't get out of this stupid hole. Spent most of my time trying to figure out how to drive with this stupid thing. Well, we cleaned most of the really super good gold out. I mean, yeah, our recovery rates on some of this stuff is not peachy, but we're doing just fine. Even when I get a small bucket, it's still bigger than the large bucket of the other. %, 80%, 100%. There we go. So far, I'm quite happy. We're at least in the top 100. Now, ideally, I'll never make top 10. I know that. I've got to tell myself that right now. I'm not going to make the top 10. However, saying it though, if I got the top 50, I'd be happy. I think I can do that. I really want to try at some point in time having the big orange beast, which I think with this big monster I could do with a couple of Frankensteins. I'm limited with the truck, but I also need better equipment to be doing a higher recovery. I found a nugget. That's the first nugget I've seen in a long time. 532. That's a nice nugget. That is a pristine nugget. Noogie nugget. It's the Ted Nugent of nuggets. There's 82%. There's 100%. Off we go! I'm sure we could actually build up enough cash flow to be considered full mining. I think, anyways. Because we're at 51. Maybe it's 70, so we need 2 more truckloads. But I think effectively we're doing all right. We're getting there. Yeah, I need to definitely move so I can finish cleaning out those spots. I think I better actually think about backing up right now. The edge cut is looking like there's a pretty good edge cut done. We have the best trommel, but we don't have the very best wash plant and everything else yet. Maybe soon. Depending on how much it costs to rent too, once we get our new spot and what it costs, we might consider doing something like that then. We definitely didn't leave a whole pile of ground left, that's for sure. Okay, this gets us to 70%. So yeah, about 90%. Some of the mats will be swapped for some of the original ones, but it's not bad. I feel like we're just about done this little piece. So if we actually look at the gold map, yeah, there's nothing left of that one. There ain't much left of this one. There ain't much left of that one. A little bit over here, and that's about it. We've siphoned all the good stuff out of here. Like if I had the Glacier Lake stuff, then yeah, not a problem. My recovery rate would then definitely go up quite a bit, but we did all right. Oh, this is the last one. I don't have to worry about that guy being on. I think I can move him back forward and start mining off to the side and that guy now. I think effectively if I keep cleaning off the ground that I am and just keep going at it, we'll clean off as much as we can even though we can basically afford new ground as it is, and we go from there. Look at that. Cleaning up all the other bottles. That way I have less things to worry about. Can't believe we've almost done the edge cut. And yes, we will be doing another stream tonight with more Gold Rush, but I will be stopping in a little bit. Bucket is full. Alright, that's all good to go. I can get the miner's moss going. We already have one full pail, so I could only remember what I'm doing from 1 second to another. What's worse is I get the girlfriend texting me and then she goes, he, I'm in a store that a clothing store that only sells baby clothes, and we went, uh-oh. It's ruh-roh. Not good. I think that's a freaking wire going across there. Because I know she wants a kid. And, well, to be honest, so do I, but I'm not going to say not really, but yeah, I do. I actually really do. And here's the real reason. Whew. Wait, that's the blackstrap one. The real big reason is, yeah, no, as I get older, I feel like I need to think about having or doing this before I get too fucking old, and it just hurts too much to frickin' do. If that makes any sense. So more so as the years tick by, I'm going, you know what? I really actually need to potentially get off my ass and find somebody that I can have kids with, because I've always wanted kids. But I was not prepared to have kids with any old person. You know, it wasn't like, okay, now's the time to have kids and then fucking divorce her. Like, no, I just couldn't do that. Because my mindset is I can't bring a child up in a house that is disorganized. And by that definition, not so much of how organized all this furniture and everything is, but the parents themselves. I couldn't do it. And especially if it's a dysfunctional relationship, there's no way that I was going to do that to anyone. So hence why I've never had kids. That I know of anyways. I'm pretty sure somebody would have come forward at this point in time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. 765. That is a hell of a freaking cleanup. We're still 200 plus. There we go. But yeah, no, I'll definitely end the stream after this cleanup. That way I can get some food in me. I can relax for a bit before the next stream. I might go out to do a few more things, you know, like constructively as well. You never know what I'm going to get up to. There's still some stuff I need to do. Like, I got all the grain barrels cleaned up today and water dumped and them flipped upside down and all that good stuff. Got a bunch of yard work done that needed to be done before the white stuff permanently flies. So yeah, no, I've been busy. Streamed a lot today since, well, tomorrow morning I gotta go take a look at stuff. $2.10 for a bucket. That is pretty good. I admit that. That's some pretty good freaking cleanup. I think we're gonna have another pretty full freaking or pretty decent amounts. And of course I gotta feed my kitty, Mr. Fuzz. And yes, it is boy cat. Very big boy. He's pushing close to 20 pounds now, but he's not fat. He's freaking tall too. Actually, he's the biggest cat, like indoor cat, I think I've seen around here. Alright, I got enough extra pay dirt to keep going here, so I can turn that on. Egg mouser? Oh, is he a good mouser? Holy crap. Those little buggers don't know what to hit them. That was the other magnetite one, but that's alright, we can do this. Bam! Let's see what that does. Oh, 1349. Not quite 14, so this isn't quite as good as what we normally do, but it's still, I think it's still over 200. Still good cleanups. I think we have more than enough gold to sufficiently buy us a chunk of ground now. And we'll see about finishing the edge cut tonight. Later on. And then from the edge cut, find new ground for us and go from there. But if we can finish the edge cut, I think it's going to produce a fair bit more gold for us. Like, without tooting my own horn or anything, I think we're going to be, I think we're still going to be pretty decent numbers. We're going to crack 800 with this one, or not quite? Oh yeah, we'll crack 800. Just, but hey, 210. 210's not bad. That pushes us up to 91st. So when you go down here, we're all the way up here. We're ahead of Atto Dasa, Xenophile, Demonic Dragon, Birch. Birch is actually one of the original guys. I've seen Birch on here quite a bit. Flinton Ushu. Oh, so he really did cleanups. He's a lot higher now. Late Martin, Trauma Boy, Old Man Games. He's only in 75th. Old Man Gaming, he's been on here quite a bit. He's actually been in the top 100 or top 10 a few times. I'm not recognizing a lot of these guys. These are mostly new. Speed and Cookie are from completely different genre, but normally, but hey, we're doing all right. Like, I mean, for us to go from here to here, somebody's got to get us 600 ounces. That's a fair bit of chunk of change there. But I am going to end it for right now. We'll be on again later. Gonna go relax and do a few other things, maybe move some trees and whatnot. And yeah, I'll be back this evening, and we'll go from there. Yeah, probably get the edge cut done completely, and see if buying land and go from there. I do appreciate everyone coming and watching, of course, and thanks to all the new followers and subscribers that we got. And of course, if you guys are new here or been around for a while, just not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as it's the best way to support the channels. And of course, you can do that underneath the YouTube side, underneath the video, and the husk roll in the bottom right corner. Some of the really damaged parts that we've been having lately, some say it was actually the Huskarl with a hammer, thinking he was Thor and just smashing his hammer against things and going, "This has been smited." I think he's a little crap, but I mean, I think I've seen him out in the boat and in the cut doing this stuff. So if you do see him out there, smack him outside the head and push that button for me, would you? Then, of course, flip over to the kick side, hit the follow and subscribe button over there as well. And also, big thanks to InStreamly for the sponsorship. That's huge. And if anybody would actually like, go click on the link. What's going on with that is, if you watch videos and stuff, part of the InStreamly and the G2A, you can actually get better discounts for games. And I've bought stuff from G2A over the years too. Some say they were a little scamish before, but honestly, I've never had an issue. And one of the keys didn't work. I talked to support, and bam, they got it fixed for me. Their support is awesome. So make sure to click that link and check it out. And yeah, we'll see everyone in the next stream. Take care, and thanks for watching.